Welcome to the deduplication demonstration video. This feature is introduced in VXFS version 6.0 and will be supported on all of our Unix and Linux offerings except x86 Solaris. The dedupe functionality is initiated with a user command that detects what has changed within the file system and will determine the duplicate extents. Deduplication is done at the subfile level. Users can initiate a full file system dedupe and then periodically run an incremental scan, which allows for updates to occur quicker and more efficiently. To show this feature, we will create a new file system and copy about 250 megabytes of data into the file system. For Storage Foundation 6.0, we will only support the deduplication feature with layout version 9. For our demonstration, we will have that file system mounted on a mount point called /demo. We will then copy about 250 megabytes of data into the file system by untarring a file. In reviewing the output from the fsadm-S shared command for the /demo file system, we see that with the first copy of the data, the logical size is approximately 283,000 kilobytes. Let me take a moment to explain some of the columns in the output from the fsadm command. The logical size is the space used if there is no sharing, which is currently the same size as the used column. The shared column represents the percentage of extents that are duplicated or shared, which is currently 0%. Now that we are finished reviewing the shared statistics, we will make a second copy of the data into a subdirectory of the demo mount point. You will notice that when the second copy is complete, we are now using approximately double the space in both the used and logical size columns, and the shared column is still 0%. Now we will enable deduplication on our file system by running the command fsdedup-adm space enable space file system space -c space chunk size. As you can see in our example, we are enabling the demo file system with a chunk size of 4096 bytes or 4K. This chunk size is the minimum amount of data that would have to be matched to be shared. If there is a larger chunk of data that matches, it will be shared as a single chunk. This 4K is a minimum size for sharing, with a maximum chunk size being 1 megabyte. To list out the deduplication settings for a file system, you can run the command fsdedup-adm space list space file system. At this point, let's start the dedupe on the file system with the command fsdedup-adm space start space file system. As a note for this video, we are compressing the time it takes to show the deduplication process. As you can see at the top of the screen, before the dedupe process was enabled, the file system had 548,740 kilobytes used, with the logical size being the same and 0% shared. Now when we look at the status, using the command fsadm-S shared space file system, we see that the used kilobytes have been reduced greatly to 299, 136 kilobytes, and 47% is shared. As you can see, the logical size is larger than it was previously. This additional space is used to maintain the dedupe database, which maintains the shared extents. One important point of our dedupe design is that the dedupe database can be reconstructed and it in no way affects the integrity of the file system. A corrupted FS fails incorrect dedupe calls, as VXFS verifies the data before sharing two regions of a file. This concludes our deduplication video. Thank you.